Okay, we're all set.
All right, let's go. Oh, right, we should probably wait for you to download the replay.
Yeah. Thank you for that.
Everything's better than Terran Break Ridge. That's true. Let's see.
Okay, so we have again Talcross. We see eOnzErG spawning at the top right position as the purple Zerg, and we have Zancco, I don't know who that is, at the bottom 6 o'clock position as the brown Protoss.
Yeah, so another PVZ on Talcross. Talcross has a tendency of creating great PVZs. I'm not sure Dragon would call the last game very great, but...
Yeah, well, it's a good map for all matchups. I think it provides entertaining strategies and good games overall. And Zancco, I think I've seen him. He's probably a Peruvian player. I'm not sure. I might be mistaken.
So does
I've
he
seen
lag?
him on the dollar, I think.
Does he lag?
I don't know.
All right.
If he's Peruvian, probably, yeah. Sorry, nothing. I don't like to generalize, but yeah, Peruvians often have lag issues.
Well, I mean, it's not really a Peruvian's fault anyway. It's just that they generally have poor internet over there.
Yeah, it's just technical difficulties. Yeah, it's a normal thing. And we see that eOnzErG is starting with the overpull build, as the other Zergs in the previous games. And we see that Zancco is doing the same as the last Protosses in the last games, just doing the Forge fast expand. So nothing to really bum us out early on.
Yeah, just the standard. Getting up to 11 drones, gonna be able to possibly take an expansion depending on when the probe of Zancco arrives. I think it's gonna be too late to stop eOnzErG from expanding here.
Well, it's going to be tight. I'm not sure how the timings are on Talcross, but I think eOnzErG is going to be able to get the country just before the probe comes.
Yeah, it's going to be more than fine actually. Probe is still quite a way away.
Yeah, because the probe has to go around more on this one.
Oh man, I'm getting called a Peruvian lover. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how to take that, but okay. So,
I'm going to be silent on the subject.
Cannon going down, and it's gonna wait for 300 minerals. Well, 400, but generally you want to send your probe out around 300 minerals to make that nexus. It's gonna be a little bit late.
Yeah, we see that eOnzErG just made 4 links, not 6 as usual, and he made an extra drone. So he's going to play more of the economic start to begin with, and Zancco made 1 cannon to be just in case, be prepared if eOnzErG decide to go straight away with his things to possibly do a run by or yeah.
Okay, we're going down here to main base. Gonna see a pylon very shortly afterwards. Hatchery going down. Actually, a pretty early gas from eOnzErG. No, never mind. It's actually.
I think it's. I've noticed that Zerg players take the gas just before putting down the third hatchery, in order to get the faster there and to have Scourge in time for the Corsairs. That's my take. I'm not a Zerg player, but I've seen them do that quite a lot.
Yeah. Generally, you want to get your first gas around the same time you get your third base. I just didn't notice the third base for a second.
Yeah.
So Probe is going to try and scout up. eOnzErG trying to prevent it from seeing anything, but Probe just a little bit too slippery when you don't have speed yet.
Yeah, and Zancco is actually doing a pretty good job keeping the probe alive, and he even has gone full health. So eOnzErG is trying his best to fend the probe away with the 4 links. He's comfortable with just for the time being to chase it and not really give that huge of attention to it.
Yeah, Zancco spots the early Hydra then from eOnzErG here. No lair yet actually, so he might go for some kind of Hydra bust here.
Yeah, I think so too. This might be for a fake. I think Zancco saw it. Yeah, and eOnzErG now is trying to make Hydra list. So I think it's going to be a bust or at least a fake in order to make Zancco panic and make a great deal of cannons and waste money on them.
Yeah. So eOnzErG is getting the groove spines upgrade first, which does indicate that he actually does want to go for a Buster. Probe goes down, and the Zealot spots the hiders. I'm not actually sure he used to send out the Zealot, because if eOnzErG did go for speed first, it could get hunted down.
Yeah, but I actually like this play because he wants to make sure that he's making Hydras right now and he's not faking him. So the Zealot is good to provide information on the spot. So he has a good idea how many Hydra discs are up at this point, and to calculate how many cannons he needs right now. So I think he's pretty well right now. He has a third cannon almost up, and meanwhile eOnzErG is making him there, and he's making so it's like 5 Hydra discs. He's going to just snipe the buildings up front and drone behind it, while making Zancco think that he's actually Hydra busting him and owing him.
Yeah. And what I like by Zancco is that he decided to forgo Corsairs and just go straight into Temple Archives, because he knows his opponent actually go into Encanted Fire play.
Yeah, that's a smart move. I think I'm lagging again, I'm sorry. And we see that the gateway is going down right now at the Natural. While eOnzErG is droning pretty hard, and he's building additional hatcheries, 4th hatchery at the Natural, and possibly soon a 5th at the 3rd base. So I think the 5 cannons are a little bit overreaction. Can't know what's happening since he doesn't have any information outside of his base.
Yeah, he's making a third temple right now. Temple Archives is completed. Gonna need to make a few more gateways here, because he's actually on 1 gateway right now. So yeah, he's gonna make a few more. Start with 1, and let's see a few more. Might be able to cancel his cannon, honestly, because I think it's impeding a little bit too much. And eOnzErG is definitely not committing here, but it's of course difficult for Zancco to find that out.
Yeah, and he's going to most likely use his Forge. And Zancco is just massing gates, and he has already his High Templar tech up, so he's going to just mass some army and push out. Meanwhile, we see that eOnzErG has his fire building at the 3rd base,
yeah,
and he's not making a 5th hatchery.
Yeah, I think he's actually going to go for mutas here, because he's getting an extra natural as well.
Yeah, I think he's going to transition into mutas out of these 4 hatcheries and price him, and that's a pretty smart move, because Zancco doesn't have a star get up, so and he doesn't have any information what eOnzErG is doing right now. As far as he knows, it's just Hydras, but we see that the Spire is almost done now. It's at 400 points, and I think Zancco actually if he doesn't get the information soon enough, he's going to die to the mutas, because he's not going to be able to prepare. Yeah, I'm sorry about this. I think I might actually try to move for the next game near my rotor, so it's better.
That's their time to spot the Spire. That's their time to spot the Spire. This is really important. So try to move in here, get the link.
Oh yeah, the Dark Temple might see it, and I'm not sure if he saw that actually. We're going to find out if he now reacts. Oh man, he doesn't have a forge, so he can't build.
Oh my god, he's building the forge.
Yeah.
I think he knows, but he doesn't have anything he can do.
He realized that mutas are coming and he doesn't have a forge. Oh god. That's terrible.
Yeah, it's like, you know what's gonna happen, you know your doom is coming, but you can do nothing against it. And just here for this minute where you're like, oh my god, I wish I rebuilt my forge!
And we said eOnzErG is building 8 mutas, so it's going to be quite a huge number. And Zancco he has to make panic cannons at his main. If he realizes that mutas are coming, yeah, he makes one. He needs mirrors for more.
Yeah, he's gonna have to storm his own. Oh, he's getting Maelstrom right now. But he doesn't have a Dark Archon.
Yeah, curious. He's making an Archon though, so he's going to be probably he's going to be prepared for the mutas, but he's going to do some props in the way. eOnzErG has really good meter micro, so he's now going to begin to rip off his probe line.
I think this Maelstrom trade is a little bit too early, but yeah, he's not picking up the probes, gets 3, trying to take down one of the cannons, which should be a good pick up here. He gets it, and a lot of probes are now in trouble, but the Archon's going to come to fend off the Mina.
Yeah, and I'm actually bringing some lag to the atmosphere as we have a Peruvian player playing, so sorry about that. Well, for the time being, Zancco is alright, but he lost quite a few props now, and so user now times off the gas props to the main, and he's doing quite a lot of damage with these mules. And there's still only one cannon up, so the mules don't take that much damage.
Yeah, and Zerg can get the shot. No, great micro there by eOnzErG, really dodging that last Archon hit. And the Dark
Meanwhile, we see that. Yeah, meanwhile we see that eOnzErG. Oh, we have a Dark Archon. Yeah, so I think the Maelstrom is done.
Yeah,
and he just started. Yeah, and he just started his storm. So he's going to try to catch the mules with the Maelstrom when he has 100 energy. And meanwhile, eOnzErG managed to get a 6th hatchery almost up, and he has stacked to. He switched back to Hydrists and mid army with upgrades. And yeah.
The problem here is that mules are already basically trading themselves out here by trading for probes, so I'm not sure the Maelstrom is going to be all that useful for catching the mutas at this point. And he's down to 29 probes against the 45 drones of eOnzErG. A massive lead right now for the Zerg here.
Yeah, eOnzErG managed to drone up really well the fake Hydra bust, and the mutas, just 6 mutas are not going to be worth it to the Maelstrom. And I think eOnzErG managed to outplay in the mind game his opponent. So and he has lurkers already down, and he's going to mass some meta army now. So
yeah, this game just shows the power of a fake Hydra bust. It's just can get you so far ahead.
Yeah. I think in this situation it's good to if you see the Hydras, just make the Stargate anyway and make one Corsair just to scout if the Zerg is making more Hydras or drones. That's what I do, because if you go straight to attack, you'll be playing in the blind. But we see the Maelstrom now at the main. Almost all the mules got caught. Darken is going to finish some Storm as well to supplement this. And actually one mule just to escape, and I keep logging.
Yeah, and he actually stormed 2 of his own probes there, which is kind of unfortunate. I mean, these mules paid for themselves in platinum, basically.
Yeah.
Where did the Dark Archon go? Okay, it's over there. But the Dark Archon is going to continue to be useful throughout the game.
Yeah, and we see that eOnzErG is taking now a 4th base, and he's going to be soon 2 bases up to Protoss, and Protoss is going to just try to push out 2 bases with Observer, because he realized that at this point eOnzErG must have lurkers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's quite smart. Protoss now denying the Overlord that's coming in for a scout, trying to get a look of the entire Protoss base, and just as the Overlord moves in, speed complete, so that's very good timing again from eOnzErG. Really showing a lot of, well, timing knowledge about the game, honestly.
Yeah, and we see that eOnzErG is making additional evolution chamber at the main, and he's making Queen's Nest, so he's going to take up to 5 soon.
Yeah, it's finally
and he's continuing to drone up. He has 50 drones now, compared to the Protoss 44 probes. Meanwhile, Zancco is getting his 3rd base, and he's going to just camp and defend out. He's too afraid to move out. Yeah. And we see that there's a 20 supply difference in favor of the Zerg, which is exactly the opposite of what we should see at this point of the game.
Yeah, one side I do want to make to that is that because eOnzErG has been continuously picking up probes, it's mostly been cutting into Zancco's Zealot production. So the units that Zancco does have are very high tech. He's got a lot of high tempo. He's got Archons, he's got a Dark Archon. So his army is qualitatively very good, so it shouldn't be underestimated too much as if like he made a big battle and he lost. So he's still got very strong units.
But crucially enough, he doesn't have a +1 upgrade still, because he lost the Forge at the beginning, and after he rebuilt it, he forgot to make any upgrades from it, and now he's making +1 armor. So I'm not sure about that.
I actually kind of like it, because he knows that Zerg is going to be ahead in upgrades anyway. So if both Protoss and Zerg keep upgrading their armor, Zerglings are going to do 1 damage a shot against Zealots.
Yeah, that's true too. And we see that now that eOnzErG is going to move with a huge,
This is the Sauron attack.
Again.
Here we go, he's going to try and get it, and Maelstrom goes down, but it's not usually going to be enough. There's so much Zerg moving in right now. Storm's going to need to be magical right now. It's going to try to keep him contained on the bridges. Storms are going down. Very good storms actually at the front base. And you might actually be able to hold if he's got a few more storms, and he does have a lot more storms. He could actually get a very good storm off here at the front base, and looks like he might actually be able to hold here.
Yeah, good storms and actually a good defensive position, and eOnzErG kind of neglected the fact that his units were going in a Congo line, so he got stormed to that. But he's continuing to reinforcing the attack, and he's actually losing quite a lot of lurkers, and
yeah, well,
I don't think...
This has been a very good defense here by Zancco, and he's actually really getting back into the game right now, getting a supply lead for probably the first time in the game, and eOnzErG still needs to look out that he might not actually end up losing the game here, because he's coming to be at risk again, and one blink's coming in again, but great storms go down.
Great storms, yeah, great storms going down, and all the links of eOnzErG died there, and that's what basically eOnzErG is doing right now. He's just attacking with links, and he lost his main core of lurkers and Hydras, so the links are going to be useless right now with the storms and the archons. So really great defense by Zancco. I mean, I'm kind of impressed. That was since he was so behind in supply, he suddenly managed to get a third base and be up.
I just want to say that Zancco has balls. I mean, he wins a big fight and instantly takes the fourth base. So it's going to be on equal basis with the Zerg for a short bit. Actually, Zerg's getting a fifth base as well, but looks like this fourth base is going to be denied by the links here.
Yeah, and we see that now eOnzErG has hives and he's building his fire mount at the main. And Zancco is going to attack now at the third base. He's doing a maelstrom on some overlord. He has quite a good army and he's storming quite well. He might actually manage to break in here, but the Sukis are doing a lot of damage in the back, and eOnzErG is reinforcing this, so he's going to be able to fend off the attack. And Zancco realized this, and he's going to at least back off with his remaining units in order to save them.
I just want to commend eOnzErG on these Zancos, because even though they weren't very useful in the start, they just paid their weight in gold right there. It's fantastic positioning there, and yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty hard to get to. I mean, with all the buildings surrounding them, it's pretty hard to attack them. And the lurkers that are next to them, it's a pretty good defensive position and really well played by him.
Yeah, it's just some of the magic of Brute War. With very good positioning, you can make units just so much more efficient than they normally are. It's just part of the reason I love this game.
Yeah, that's part of the beauty. And now Zancco is going to kill the fifth base of eOnzErG. eOnzErG is going to try to defend that. He's going to try to cut the way of the progress with the lurkers, hit the reinforcements, and try to corner the army. There's not much substance that Zancco is actually reinforcing this. There's some really good storms going down. And I'm not sure who is going to win this engagement, but I think Zancco is going to back off. eOnzErG is reinforcing from the top.
No, Bobby the Dark Archon's gonna die. No, Bobby,
no.
Please, no!
Because Maelstrom, go!
Bobby, save yourself, quick!
No. Oh well.
Well, rip.
Well, he managed to do what he was built for. He managed to Maelstrom the mutas, the 5 or 6 mutas. So good job on him. It's more than most of us do in a lifetime, so...
Yeah, that's true. Most of us don't maelstrom 6 meters in a lifetime.
Yeah.
It's very uncommon. Looks like Zancco's moving on to take his fourth base again. Should be able to hold it a little bit more decently now that he's not actually engaging right now, but eOnzErG at Hive Tech is going to be... It's going to be tough to keep from here. Especially with him having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bases up. So I wouldn't envy Zancco's position right now.
Yeah, me too. I mean, with the Zerg 5 tech, eOnzErG is going to be able to now swarm his way or drop the main, do all kinds of stuff that actually previously in the first game Nowgrim showed us against Thanos. So I think that's what eOnzErG is going to do now. Just basically wait for the swarms and the fighter play. while Zancco is getting his 4th base, and he's fairly defensive because he knows that he doesn't have enough to kill the Zerg at this point. And eOnzErG, meanwhile, all the action that we saw at the bottom, has managed to get his 5th base, new 5th base at the 12, kind of 12, 11 and 12.
Yeah. It's getting a few lurkers there as well, so just some great positioning overall. Looks like Zancco is trying to clear out the top. You might want to try and take the main base there, but it seems a bit ambitious as long as this expansion from the Zerg is still around.
Yeah, and Zancco is trying to move into the 5th base of Ian, while he's going to counter at the 3rd base of the top. So there's only cannons there, so I don't think he's going to be able to defend this actually. There's not many Zerg units.
There's Zerg Temporal. He could slowly slash out everyone if, just don't line. In the meantime, the 5th base is under siege. 2nd goes down. Looks like he's going to be able to take down the base, but lots of links coming out. They're trying to surround all the goons. The goons are falling rapidly to all these links. 2-1 upgrade against the 2-0 of the Portals player. No storms being cast just yet. 1 high temp doesn't have energy, but it looks like it's going to go down. 2nd high temp is also going to be taken out. In the meantime, it looks like it's going to be able to defend this 3rd base, and both players are actually going to be able to hold their bases.
Yeah, but I think Zancco also lost a lot of units and a lot of high-tech units actually at the bottom too, and he lost all the high Templars at the top, and he didn't storm because he was too busy. He was focused on defending his base. Yeah.
So right now Zancco's in a bit of supply deficit again, and this time it's not quite as good as last time. He's only got 2 Dark Templars, 4 High Templars, and 1 Archon. But he does get some good storms up on these links. Maybe to defend this 3rd base, but his 4th base under siege as well. And he's gonna need a good storm to save him here. But he might storm his own probe! No! All these probes!
The second time we see this.
This is disastrous.
No.
Actually, I don't think. Yeah. Oh, wait, this. Oh, what happened to Zancco's main mineral line?
I think he just transferred his probes from the main, but I'm not sure.
I think that's way too early.
Yeah, and we see, actually, now that you mentioned that, I see those 2 cannons that delayed or just denied some mineral patches from Zerg at the 5th base, the mineral only, 5 o'clock base.
Oh, here! Oh!
Yeah.
I found it, wow. That's awesome. I like the Dark Swarm hider defense against it too.
Yeah, I think Zerg was so frustrated with that he even used the Swarm. An Overlord to stop the cannons.
There's just so much action everywhere. I love this map.
Yeah, and it's pretty good. Actually, it's a pretty high level game so far, so I really enjoy it.
Looks like eOnzErG's going to try and engage again. I'm not sure if it's going to go for the. This is going to go for the 3rd base right now. Lots of Zerglings out, and there's just not much potential defense. Could get a good storm off. I'm not sure if high temp is going to go down after killing 10 Zerglings. Lurkers coming in. I'm not sure there's any observed yet. Okay, it's probably observed yet, but not right here. Once the lurker bars could be very tough for Zen. He's got the Force in the meantime, trying to do some counter damage, but is he going to be able to do something?
He took a lot of damage. There were like 5 or 6 lurkers, and he took a lot of damage trying to kill them in a combo line with the Archon. So, and eOnzErG managed to do the 1st base.
Probes is in dire straits, even probes trying to take down Zancco now. Is he gonna get it? No, he barely doesn't get it.
Barely survived.
That's so unfortunate. It looks like Zancco.
Hero sunken.
GG! So well played, and eOnzErG moves on.
Yeah, but there was some turning points in this.